Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing great and taking good care of yourself. In the process of learning to speak English, we all know that our journey is long and it's not easy also. So we face a lot of hurdles and we start being negative about it and we start thinking that this is it. We won't be able to learn this language. Right? But we should never give up. That is the first thing we have to keep in mind. We should never give up. Whatever hurdles we face, whatever things come up in our way, we have to keep trying. That is the only mantra which will help us to achieve our goal of speaking English fluently and confidently. And guys, it's not that difficult as well. It's very easy. You just have to give some time to this. You have to give some time every day to practice or to read or listen to and do a lot of stuffs related to speaking English or learning English language, and time related to the timeline also. Like you have to give 6 months, 1 year, 2 years to this language so that you can understand it well and speak it fluently and confidently, right? So guys, today I'm going to talk about the most important hurdle we face in our life while we are learning to speak English fluently and confidently, or during this journey, English speaking journey, is how to overcome the fear of English speaking. Right? So that is one thing which really comes our way. We all have been in this situation. We all have gone through this situation, right? We feel this fear of speaking English. So today I'm going to talk to you about how to overcome your fear of speaking in English. Right? This is a very common problem, very genuine problem, and it is okay. It is completely all right to have this fear of speaking English. Everybody has. It's just that how you handle it or how you tackle it. Right? So guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. So today's topic is how to overcome the fear of speaking English. I'm going to tell you very basics of why we have this fear and how to overcome it. So I'm going to address the problem as well as the solution in this video. So stay tuned guys, and if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, do give me a thumbs up, write your comments in the comment section, and don't forget to press the notification icon. So let's get started. See guys, as I always tell you that English is not our mother tongue. We are not familiar with English. English is a foreign language for us. We are not native English speakers. Okay, so fear is very obvious. We will be having the fear of speaking English, and especially in front of somebody who is very fluent in English. Especially when, if you take an example, as kids, we were in school, so we had limited knowledge, so we were scared of speaking in front of our teacher. Why? Just because we thought that we might make mistakes and the teacher will correct us or she will punish us. So we were scared, and that is why we had this fear of speaking and we were not able to speak in front of our teacher. Even we were confident of the answer or whatever thing we wanted to say, but still we hesitated. We stopped ourselves. We didn't speak. But the people who overcame that fear or hesitation and stood up, raised their hands and spoke about it, gave their answers, they did it. Right? They succeeded in answering that question or putting up a question or sharing their thoughts. So as kids also, we know we were scared in many situations to speak up about something, to give an answer, or to say something to the teacher. We were scared, but our classmates who were able to overcome that fear were able to speak up. Right? So that is the thing we need to realize, and we have to grow up, right? That will help us to break this monotony or break this ice, or rather break this fear of speaking in English. So anyways, that was just an example I gave you for you to relate to things that it's very obvious at every stage, in every situation. We have this fear of speaking. It's not only about the language, it's about probably you're not very confident, or you have the fear of getting punishment, or you might be wrong, people will laugh at you. There are a number of reasons which stops you or which don't allow you to speak up, irrespective of the language. We have faced it in at many times. If you introspect, if you think on your own as well, you'll get to know that I am not wrong. We have this fear. It's not that in every situation, everywhere, we go and start speaking. We don't do that, right? So there are a number of reasons which stops us, or we don't prefer speaking, right? That doesn't mean that we have a fear of speaking, right? So that is why I'm going to talk about this, how to overcome this fear of speaking in English especially. So the first and the foremost reason, what I think is very important, is change your perception. Now, in any situation, forget English. Suppose I'll give you an example. If you are in a mall and there is some, performance going on, there are lots of performances goes on in a mall as well, right? During occasions. So people come and speak, they sing a song, they perform something. There is a quiz also, there are lots of games which goes on in those shows as well. So suppose you are standing in the audience, and probably the person who is comparing or hosting the show ask a question, right? And he or she wants the audience to answer that question, or come on the stage and answer that question, or come on the stage and sing a song. So if you are a good singer also, if you know the answer also, it's not necessary that you immediately raise your hand and go there and start speaking or start singing, right? You don't do it. But probably 10% of people or 1% in the audience might be like, they just raise their hand and then go ahead and do that thing, right? So that is the difference between that 1% or one person and the rest of the audience, right? Or rest of the people who know the answer, or they know singing, but they don't go and perform, right? So change your mindset. So that is why I am talking about change your perception. What that 1% or one person did, he or she didn't think much. He knew, he was confident, he knew that I know singing, or I know the answer, what the other person has asked me. And the person simply raised the hand and he went ahead and wanted to speak on it. Wanted to give the answer, or wanted to sing the song, whatever, irrespective of whatever the situation was. So he or she didn't think much, but the rest of the audience who knew the answer or knew how to sing didn't gather that courage to go up and speak. Right? So that is the difference between the perception. Probably they might have thought, let it be. Why should I go there? That's okay, I'm fine here. Or probably they might have thought, oh my God, such a huge audience, how will I go and sing? I probably might not sing the right way, or whatever. So a lot of thoughts come to your mind. So the person who has overcome those thoughts was able to go and perform. But the people who were not able to overcome those thoughts were not able to go there. Right? So that is the power of perception. Change your mind, change your mindset, change your thoughts, and everything will change. The whole world will change. You will start looking at the world in a different way. If you start thinking very negative about every situation will become negative for you. But the time you start thinking about things positively, for any negative situation also, you will see the difference. You will see a change. Right? So that is why thoughts or perception is very important. That plays a big role in our personality development, in our well-being, in our success. Right? So change your perception about any situation. If somebody has asked something, if somebody has said something, if you know it, if you know you are confident, speak up. Try taking that opportunity. Try grabbing that opportunity. Right? And especially if it is English, if you have to say something in English, if you have to speak in English, go ahead and do it. Don't think anything. else. Don't think much about what people will think, what if they will laugh at you, what if you are not able to convey your message. Forget about it. When you have taken that initiative, definitely you are going to deliver. You have to keep that confidence in yourself. Okay, so that is why change your perception first and start grabbing opportunities. If you're confident, if you know things, go and grab that opportunity and go and speak. Second one is stop overthinking. Now it's very related to perception, which I just spoke about. Change your mindset, change your perception, right? It is related to that. So overthinking here, I mean to say, is when somebody asks you a question, if you get an opportunity to speak, what you start doing is you start thinking about the negatives, right? A lot of negative thoughts start coming to your mind, right? We start feeling that no, I won't be able to do it. We start praying that, oh God, please, this person shouldn't ask me, right? This happens to us in our schools and colleges also. A lot of time we are there in the seminar or in a class when teacher starts asking questions and he or she starts pointing at students like, you give the answer, you give this answer, and we get scared and we start praying to God that God, please let him not ask me, right? So so that is the fear. We have that fear inside in every situation, in everything. So here also, when we get an opportunity to speak or somebody is having a discussion and we think that we should also contribute, the first thing comes to our mind is, oh God, I think I should not speak. It's better I don't speak, right? So that is the first thing which comes to our mind. And then we start thinking, oh, he's speaking so well. I won't be able to speak like him, or I won't be able to speak like her. What if I say something wrong? What will he think about me? What will she think about me? Right? So we start thinking all these things. We start becoming so negative that, whatever we are good at, whatever our strengths are, it doesn't come out. Right? Just because of this fear or overthinking. So we should stop overthinking. We should calm down ourselves. We should stop thinking all these things. We should stop thinking negative about the situation. Instead of that, what we should do is we should start thinking positive about that situation. We should start feeling that I am fortunate enough to be in a position that I'm getting an opportunity to speak and learn from people who are speaking in front of me. They're sharing their ideas. I should also share my idea. Whatever. If I'll be wrong, that's fine. I'll learn from my mistake. Probably the other person can correct me so that next time I will not make any mistake. Right? So you have to be positive. You have to be receptive. You have to be open. Right? You have to take a leap or take a jump or take a leap of faith. You have to start from somewhere, right? So if it is getting very difficult for you to start, if you're getting negative thoughts, turn into positive. Turn those thoughts into positive. We have a lot of things to learn from such situations, right? We can be positive in any situation, right? It's just that we have to change our thoughts, our thinking process, our thought process. So start thinking positive about the situation, about the opportunity, and then you will be able to deliver. For sure, take it from me. Your brain, your mind plays a very important role in what you are or what you are going to become or what you are going to achieve in life, right? So sharpen it or utilize it in the right way. Third is take it as a challenge. Positive challenge, not a negative challenge. Take it as a challenge. If you have to speak in English with people, right? If you are in office or college, or if you are in a seminar or anywhere else, you are attending any function or anything, right? There are people, there are audience who are there, and you want to interact with them, you want to network with them, you want to talk to them on certain topics, or there are certain topics which are spoken about and you are interested in having a discussion on those topics or on that topic, go ahead. Take it as a challenge. Like, let me see how I perform, right? I should also go and share my thoughts, right? So take it as a challenge that definitely I'm going to do it. I'm going to participate in that. Whether I win or not is not important. My participation is important. My attempt to do that thing is more important. So take it as a challenge. Challenge yourself. No, I'm going to take this head on. I'm going to speak on this topic. I'm going to talk to that person in English. Whatever the result is, that's fine. I'm okay with it. Right? So take it as a challenge and start doing it. Right? This will help you to overcome that fear of speaking in English. Right? You will not give time to your mind to have that fear because you are taking it head on. You're saying, no, this is a challenge and I'm going to take it, whatever it takes. I can't step back. So if you start thinking in this way, things will not be difficult, guys. Probably you might not be able to perform good or well. Maybe next time or the third time or the 10th time, you will be able to excel in that. You will be fluent and confident in speaking English. But doesn't matter. You should give it a try. That is more important. Okay, that is how you learn. And everybody learns in the same way. We feel that, if I speak broken English, or if I forget words and if I start stumbling or fumbling, right, people will start laughing at me. Guys, trust me on this, nobody will laugh at you. Why? Because that person who is listening to you have been in that stage at some point of time. Take it from me, that is a guarantee. So why will he laugh at you? Why will he or she laugh at you? Nobody will laugh at you. Trust me on this. So forget about that. So the point is, you have to take the challenge and you have to go ahead. Okay, you don't have to stop yourself at that point of time. Fourth one is very important. Enjoy your journey. You have to enjoy it. You should not take it as a burden, right? We all, especially when it comes to language or learning something, we take it very as a burden. We start feeling pressure, like, oh my god, I didn't study anything in English today. I have to learn grammar, I have to learn vocabulary, I have to learn, I have to read something, I have to collect new words, I have to do pronunciation practice also. Oh my god, there's so much to do. How will I do it? No, no, no. That is not the right way, guys. It's so interesting nowadays just because of the internet, because of your mobile. With the internet connection, you can listen to any piece of information which you are interested in English. You like cooking shows, listen to cooking shows in English. You will enjoy your time, you will learn something new, and you will learn English as well. You are interested in listening to some celebrities or some talk shows, a podcast or TED Talks. I listen to TED Talks. I am very much interested in listening to TED Talks. I learn a lot about from them. So it's so easy nowadays. Whatever your interest is, pick up that and start listening to it. You will enjoy the time. And in the meantime, you don't have to forget your focus. You have to focus. You have to focus on pronunciation. You have to focus on vocabulary. You have to focus on the sentence construction. You have to focus on how things are spoken about, right? The way, the tone, the intonation, everything you have to focus on. So don't take it as a burden. Take it easily. Enjoy the whole journey. Nowadays, there are lots of things which will help you to learn in an entertaining way, in an interesting way, right? You start picking up novels of your choice or book of your choice and start reading. You will enjoy the story, you will enjoy the novel, and you will gain knowledge as well. So try coming up with these things, inculcate or start, doing things in this way, so that you don't get bored, you don't get monotonous, you don't feel it a burden, right? Start practicing it in this way and you will see the difference. So guys, enjoying the journey is very important. That is when you learn the language easily and quickly. That is how you learn the language easily and quickly. Fifth one is relax, or don't be in a hurry. Yes. So, what we do wrong is the time we decide that we want to speak English fluently and confidently, we start thinking about how we can do it at the earliest, how we can start speaking in English at the earliest. So, what we do is we start searching for coaching classes, online classes, or any other classes which will help you to speak in English in 6 months, in 3 months, right? I will not suggest any of these, guys. Ultimately, at the end of the day, these people also tell you that you have to practice. If you want to be fluent in English, you have to practice. They will give all sorts of theoretical knowledge to you. They will tell you about the grammar, about the vocabulary, about the pronunciation practice, every technique, tips, tricks they will tell you. But ultimately, you have to practice on your own. So that is why, guys, don't be in a hurry to speak English fluently and confidently. You should be in a hurry to know how you can speak English fluently and confidently. What are the ways you can practice speaking English? What is the best plan or schedule you can come up with which will help you to speak English fluently and confidently? That is more important rather than in what duration I'll be able to speak English fluently and confidently. So you have to work on your plan, you have to work on your schedule, you have to work on your routine, your practice, how you're practicing, what you're doing. Focus on that. See the progress. Track your progress by video recording yourself, coming up with interesting practice sessions. You can have a look at my conversation sessions and practice sessions. There are lots of conversational and daily and day-to-day conversation topics which I take up and I speak in front of you so that you can speak with me, repeat after me, shadow with me. You can take my idea and speak on it. You can add your ideas or you can take your own ideas and you can speak on it. So start practicing in the best way possible. Okay, so you have to relax. You don't have to just be in a hurry to accomplish that goal of speaking English fluently and confidently. It is a journey. You have to go slow or you have to go at your pace. Right? Everybody's capacity or capability is different. Probably I'll learn something in 3 months. Maybe the other person will learn something in 2 months. Or maybe somebody will learn the same thing in 1 year. So everybody's capacity or capabilities are different. Go with the flow. Go with your own pace. Don't rush. Don't hurry up. Relax. Take it easily. Take it calmly. Calm yourself down. And focus on practice. It is really going to help you guys. So guys, that's the end for today's video. It's going to be a very long video, so I'm going to cut it short now. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, keep speaking, and keep practicing. See you. Bye-bye.